All right, y'all ready?
Yeah,
We ready. Let's go.
Let's get it. Welcome back to the E1T1 podcast. I am your host, Chief, a.k.a. the Big Zo.
Big Zo.
The Big Zo. Because nobody rep Haiti like me, and if they say they do, it's cap. But I still love them because I support everything Haitian. Sac passe. You know I got the homies here. My man. We got Wolf Taylor behind the ones and twos always. And I got my man WellMadeChoice, a.k.a. buy one, get one, flea in the building.
You know the vibes, man. What's up?
And we got a special guest in the building. Y'all probably already saw him on camera. We got... Listen, hip-hop royalty, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We got Un Kasa, a.k.a. Two Gun Un, in the building. Round of applause, round of applause.
Thank y'all, fellas.
Peace,
sir.
King.
Salute.
Oh, matter of fact, what's really good?
What's really
good? Yeah.
This gonna be y'all Kanye episode.
Let's go.
Y'all Kanye, but it's gonna be politically correct. But this is gonna be y'all niggas gonna be like, nah.
My brother.
Y'all went up on this one.
How you doing, King?
I'm blessed, man.
Looking blessed, King.
Thank you. We in the
Yes,
holy
sir.
month of Ramadan, so I've been fasting, so I'm cool.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming up, because I know Ramadan is sacred.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, I've been waiting for this moment for a minute, and it's just like work don't stop. You know
work don't stop.
Allah knows best. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, with being a Muslim, even like the intent gotta come from the heart. So when it's coming from the heart, Allah knows what you're doing best. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Righteous.
Definitely.
Two Gun Un.
Yes,
righteous.
Yeah.
My man. Choice, man. I'm gonna go off now. We got royalty in the building.
Listen,
Anything you want to add real quick?
It's all about Un Kasa, man. Let's get right to it, man.
All right, my
get
brother.
Right to it.
First and foremost, how you been?
Blessed, man. I can't complain about nothing. I'm a father now. My 4-year-old daughter, shout out to Zori Lynn.
God bless.
Being a father is definitely a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. Make you go harder, and it puts something on your mind every day. Like, it's like not a moment of the day where my daughter don't pop up in my mind. I'm always worried about her. I'm always worried about her whereabouts. Even when I know she's good, I'm just, what's she doing?
Father, man.
I can
real
relate.
King. He just had a daughter too.
Yeah,
I'll let you go on that.
Yeah, bro. Nah, she about to be 9 months.
Fire.
April 23rd. So you saying that it just triggers like good memories. Like every day I'm at work, I'm like, damn, like what's she doing? I gotta call the wife. I just want to see her face. And every time she look at me and smiles, like I know what I'm doing this shit for.
That's a fact.
And that's all that matters, man.
Bro, I can't wait to feel that blessing, bro. You know what I mean? The
time.
hard part out the way, though, I found the person I'm going to do it with.
Now that's the most important.
That is the most important, yes.
That's what even make the bond with your child when your significant other is the one that you want for that, and you know that's the right one. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's
cheers to that. Cheers to that.
I wish I had a cup, bro. Definitely cheers to that for sure.
Salute with the water.
Salute word, right? Salute with the water. Salute with the water.
Bro, it's the holy month of Ramadan. We're gonna do it pure.
My man.
Respectfully.
So, on my way here, right? Sorry to go straight to hip hop.
No, let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Wasting time.
Excuse me. On my way here, I was listening to Diplomatic Community.
Wow. It just turned.
Yeah.
It just turned.
And it just celebrated a 20-year anniversary, right?
Yes.
And the first record off of Diplomatic Community
is Un Kasa.
Un Kasa.
The title of the song.
That's the fact.
The skit. Everything. I want to know how all of that came about. But before you start, right? I got shout out to my man. I told you I was going to do this. Shout out to my brother Steven from the All Time Pod out in Canada.
Salute. What's up, Steven?
Yeah.
I told Steven, that's my bro. So, I tell him, yo, I got Un Kasa. Nobody else going to know besides my wife and my brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
He's like, what? This dude got a Cameron tattoo on his arm, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. For real, he met Cam too.
Nah, we got dog. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's when I knew that this diplomat shit was different. 'Cause everywhere I've been, like far as diplomat, I've seen the tattoos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Carve like the t-shirts, like guys hold their stuff for 20 years. Like
you a big part of that, right?
Yeah,
you a big part of that, but we gonna get to that.
Mm-hmm.
So Steven was like, yo, Chief. Well, E, he called me E, that's my bro. He's like, yo, E, please ask Un Kasa. And he's a hip-hop head. You know Steven,
Yeah,
that's
I
why
know
you
Steve,
laughing.
yeah.
He's like, please ask Un Kasa where he wrote that verse, where he was at the time. I'm like, bro, you think he gonna remember?
Nah, I
That's
remember.
20 years
Nah,
ago.
He remember. The certain shit you remember.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so take it away, my brother.
Well, at that time, it was like a ritual, like just to write. It got to a point where I stopped writing because it was just coming so quick, and it was just going to my memory bank so fast that it was a lot of music being stored in my head. So,
yes, sir.
Those was like some of my early raps. I would go to Vacant Lot, shout out to Dane Grease. Those was like, I was like, that rhyme was probably written in like 1997, 98.
Crazy.
I was just so far ahead of my time lyrically. It fit in that time. So I wrote that rhyme in my grandmother's room. Her back room. My grandmother used to go upstate to the big house every weekend. So I used to use her room as my little makeshift little studio. I used to have a little recorder, a little brown and beige recorder. And I used to just sit there and just listen to instrumentals and freestyles and mixtapes and stuff like that. And I used to just write rhymes laying on the bed, you know what I'm saying? Watching TV, shit like that, writing rhymes.
Yes, sir.
Like, I was really deep into writing. I always wanted to make sure my pen was, sharp. You know?
Absolutely. And when you say you were ahead of your time, bro, I'm on the train on my way here, and I'm like, yo, this shit a go. Still. The bars, like punchlines.
It's timeless music, bro.
Yeah.
Timeless music.
I always wanted my rhymes to be complex. I wanted to be remembered, you know what I'm saying? So I always think very deep, you know what I'm saying? And everybody fell in love with my delivery and my energy, you know what I'm saying? So I always say I'm always keep that same energy. I'm never gonna slack on the lyrics. I'm always make sure my darts is sharp, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So I can stay elite.
Especially in that camp, too.
Nah, that's a fact.
That camp you was in, right?
We came from a very elite. Everybody, like everybody pen is sharp from the set. I can honestly say that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
So how did y'all all come together? Like, I want to just go further back. Like,
how
did all of that start?
Well, a lot of it started, like, me and Jewels go back years, kids, you know what I'm saying? We rep the battlegrounds. We from the hill, Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill gang.
Yo, he from the hill too.
50th from Broadway, man.
I'm from 151st.
Yeah, he right around the corner.
Let's go. Harlem Connection. Harlem Connection. The hill.
So yeah, we growing up on that hill, it was different. You know what I'm saying? I remember the invasion of the Dominicans in the 80s. Heavy drug traffic, great vibe in Harlem. It wasn't this much killing. It was a lot of money,
rich
a lot
heritage.
of females. It was good eateries. And you can't really go get no good soul food nowhere nowadays. Everything is so mediocre now. But yeah, I'm growing up in Harlem, up on that hill, was different. Like, you had great energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and Jewels, we grew up together. I'm a little older than them, but we not that far from age. You know what I'm saying? He from 153rd, I'm from 151st, and like from, I'll say from 148th to about 155th is just like a group of kids that grew up together. You know what I'm saying? And
the village.
The village, and the main meeting spot is like the battleground. So that's where we all basically grew up.
So much culture, and that just in that statement right there, because now it's a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah.
But when you was coming up, it wasn't like that. It was like a brotherhood.
When I was coming up, rapping, Jewels wasn't even really rapping at first. He was, he was dibbling and dabbling and stuff. Jewels was more like a kid from the neighborhood that was fly. He used to wear the derby hats. He used to have the old dog box braids. You know what I'm saying? He was a real fly. Had a lot of charisma with him. You know what I'm saying? He had a partner that was like one of my best friends named Malik. Shout out to Mo Better. And him and Jewels formed a group. But before they formed a group, Mo was in a group called Brigade with a couple of other of my friends I grew up with. Shout out to D Gritty. Shout out to my boy Troy, Daffy, and Zarif. I ain't forget nobody, and my boy Chucky.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They was like a Harlem version of Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? It was like they was called the Brigade. It was like a Harlem, like back in the days coming up, like guys don't like to admit where they get their motivation and their inspiration from, but we was getting motivated through Wu-Tang. Like when Wu-Tang was out, we was running around wearing scarves on our face. We was running around wearing fatigues. When boot camp came out, we was wearing the Timbs with the football jerseys. Like we was heavily motivated into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how it started. Like battling in the site. Like when I was battling, I was going chopping niggas' heads off. I was going around battling niggas from everywhere.
I got niggas that rep the 5 like that Astro Star.
So I was battling.
Bro, we gonna get there. I remember that was bars, man.
So it got to a point to where Brigade kind of broke up, and Malik started rhyming with Jewels. Back then, Jewel's name, I think it was Shanghai Warrior. His name was Shanghai.
Wu influence. That's Wu.
Word, Shanghai Warrior. And they had started a group called, by this time when they started their group, it was like the pre-Mace era.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hatchback jerseys, you know, Fly Harlem, you know what I'm saying? And they had a deal with Priority, you know what I'm saying? They was like the first. I had deals since I was young, but they was like the first that was like in the Source magazine and all that, coming to the park showing niggas they was in the Source and all that. So, you know, they had a deal, you know, they probably put out a couple of singles and stuff. I think they did a single with Memphis Bleak, I think at the time. And they had got some traction and then, you know.
Did you work with them around that time?
Nah, I was always older than them. So
okay.
It was like, we was rhyming ciphers. Like we would go to my man Sekou crib. He would always, you know, we smoke weed, and my man room looked at like the train station. His mom's let him spray paint all around his room, so it was a different type
atmosphere.
of vibe.
It was the vibe.
You know,
got it.
Either if you wasn't battling or ciphering in the battlegrounds, you would go to Sekou house, or you would go to we would go to this guy's house around the corner at 150th from his block. He used to have a little studio. Jazz, shout out to Jazz. I'll never forget you, Jazz. I have to think.
Salute.
We used to go to Jazz crib, and Dave Bright, he was a producer and a part of the group Vertical Hole with Angie Stone. So he used to have a studio in his mom's crib in her den, and we used to record there. So, you know, after the group kind of broke up, I wouldn't say I was a member of the group, but I was around all the time.
Yeah, like the unofficial member, the homie, right?
Yeah.
So was that time the bridge to like Cam, to the Dipset,
like,
or?
That came later. Like everybody as individuals was always rapping. How the Diplomats was formed. Well, basically how Jewels got with Cam was through Tobe. Shout out to Tobe Cobain, which is Jewel's cousin. You know, he a family member. He was best friends and went to school with Cam. He was always telling Cam that, yo, I got this, like my family, he fire. But at the time, Cam ain't have no situation to really do nothing for him. So one day, Tobe used to drive Cam around, like his driver, like his, you know, his everyday driver, his best friend. And Cam was asleep. And he drove to Jewel's block, and Jewel's hopped in the car, and when Cam woke up, he just started rhyming for him. You know what I'm saying? Cam was looking at him like he was crazy, but after he spit what he spit, Cam was like, nah, I need Shorty on the team. So that's how Jewel's introduction to the Dipset was. This is around the SDE days.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So Jewel's was on that album. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that's how Jewel's became a part of the Dipset. How I became affiliated is through Cam and Jewel's and Jim coming to 145th and Broadway, where I used to sell my mixed CDs at. Like me and my dude, shout out to the Taliban, Luke Ibrazi, salute to him and his wife, Alex Major. You know, they got the gumbo, shout out to my gumbo family. You know what I'm saying? We the biggest on this marijuana thing. And we was just selling bootleg CDs, Iceberg Coogie's, and you know, it was like the place to be. You know what I'm saying? And Cam used to come through every, now and then and just chill. We used to have everybody up there chilling in our van. We had gutted out a van, and that was like our makeshift mobile store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they used to come. We used to sell Don Diva magazines, Fat magazines, stuff like that. Iceberg Coogee, walkie-talkie watches, burnout
everything.
phones, anything. You know what I'm saying? So they used to just come through and chill. And Cam was trying to get out his deal with Sony at the time, and you know, my man Luke Ibrazi, he was heavy influenced to a lot of street guys, so they actually went up to Sony and kind of strong
got him out the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of brought the bond with the Taliban and the Dipset. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So Cam's out the deal now.
Mm-hmm.
Dipset is not official, but it's forming together because he had Jewels.
Dipset is official. It's just not Dipset yet.
Okay, it's not Dipset yet, right? So when did Un Kasa get the phone call? Well, actually, the album was done according to the skit.
See, we gonna break it down.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cam used to go early in the day to Baseline. Shout out to Juan, shout out to Hove. We used to go to the studio. They was recording the Diplomat Immunity album.
Mm-hmm.
So, we used to go down to the studio, and one day I'm in a booth and Dane walked in. I think Beans, Rockefeller nigga.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get my shit right in the booth. So Cam was like, yo, get the fuck out the booth. Go smoke some. Go get your mind right. But it kind of embarrassed me because it was in front. So I left the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day I'm on 145th doing what I do out there hustling. And Cam pulls up in his truck, damn near hit me. Ops out. Yo, don't ever leave one of my motherfucking sessions. I'm trying to get you popping, nigga. You can't take a little pressure. Yo, get the fuck in the truck. Just like that. I stood there looking at him and say, nigga, get the fuck in the truck. So I'm like,
that's that brotherly love, though.
Yeah, it was tough love. So
tough love is still love.
He said, yo, gave me a pocket full of weed. Said, yo, go to the studio. He said, go to the stool. So I went to the stool with Cam. And he was like, yo, bro, I'm just telling you to get your shit right. Every time I tell you to spit, your shit be coming out. You get in the booth and what happened? I was like, yo, the planners wasn't lined up for me that day. You say, well, listen to this. Yo, the album got turned in and shit.
Damn, that's a part of the skit.
Yeah.
So
the album done.
I was like, nah, I gotta make this album, Cam. Like, yo, I got it. Like, I gotta make this album. You know what I'm saying? Young Guru, shout out to Guru. Guru was in the studio with us. It was just me, Cam, and Guru in the studio. So Guru was like, yo, that shit y'all saying right now, y'all should say that shit in the booth.
Yeah.
So me and Cam just walked in the booth and we finished our conversation. So we basically, what y'all heard was a real convo. It was a real conversation.
That's crazy.
Chopped up and put together, you know what I'm saying? Guru, he's a genius, you know.
Facts. But you had the bars ready, though.
Yeah, I had the bars ready. These is like some of our favorite these are some of Cam's favorite verses from me. He was like, yo, spit that, spit all them joints you was spitting on 45th that you had niggas stoning hats and running up the block. I want that energy. So got in the booth. He pulled up the beat. I was like, ooh, and the beat that y'all hit, that's not even the original beat. We couldn't get the sample clear.
Damn.
But both of the beats was produced by Kanye West. I didn't know that. Diplomatic Immunity intro was produced by Kanye West.
Crazy.
So I came in the game on the Kanye West beat.
Record. And the title of the song is your name.
Right? So I get on the album, but when I recorded it, I didn't know if Cam was gonna keep it.
Oh, he had to keep that, Cam.
You know what I'm saying?
He had
and
to.
This was like we was just starting Purple City. We was doing the mixtapes and all that.
And you know, I got a lot of questions about that too, but I'm gonna let you go.
But in the midst of that, I had just got out of a deal with Blackground.
So you had your own deal already?
I got signed. I got signed in like '98, right? I got signed to through Bryce Wilson and Jimmy Henchman's entertainment, Czar Entertainment, through Blackground. So I was over there with Aaliyah, Timberland, and all that.
That's how you know you a hustler, right? You got a deal, but you still in Harlem.
Yeah, I was still like after my deal fell through because of staff change. They left Arista and they was going. It was just I was either gonna get shelved or I can leave with the money I got and be a free agent. So that's what I choose.
And hustled,
right?
Fire.
So in the midst of that, one day, I was living with my manager. Shout out to Rosalind Brogdon and Naomi Brogdon, Mrs. Brogdon. I love y'all. They took me in at like 18, 19 years old, moved me out my mom's crib and gave me the whole top floor of their crib. So Rosalind, she's like my mother figure. She moved me out of Harlem. She told me, yo, whatever drugs you got in your pocket, give them shits to your friend. You ain't coming back to this block ever.
Damn.
She had all my luggage, all my clothes in the trunk of this Explorer. That she was my homegirl Arlene DeVal. Shout out to Arlene. She was an A&R at Loud Records at the time. So she used to have me around Steve Rifkin. Like I was always rubbing elbows.
Yeah, rubbing elbows.
I had deals way before I met Kim. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, I was living out in Jersey and Bryce called me one day. This after my deal fell through. He was like, I'm gonna get you another deal. I'm gonna get you another, don't worry, you hot. So one day he called me, I was asleep, off a sour nap, smoking that pill. And my manager, she brought me the cordless house phone at the time, and she was like, yo, Bryce on the phone.
We getting hip-hop stories right here, man.
She's like, yo, Bryce on the phone. So I was like, yo, what up, Bryce? He was like, yo, I'm telling these niggas, you the next Biggie, you the next king of New York. These niggas got you fucked up. I want you to spit something over the phone. Matter of fact, I want you to battle this nigga. I'm like, yo, come get me. Where you at? He's like, I can't come get you. I'm in Chicago right now. So the person that he put me on the phone with to battle over the phone was Lupe Fiasco.
What?
Crazy.
Right?
Lupe dog.
So me and Lupe spit about 50 bars. I spit about 50 bars. We was going back and forth on the phone for about 20 minutes. They was like, yo, we got to finish this in person. Few months later, they flew up from Chicago. This is when Bryce had got his studio in Tenafly, New Jersey, and we battled for like close to 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And we made a bond that day. It was like we was friends from that day
till this day.
Till I haven't spoken to Lupe in a minute, but that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Lupe did more than enough. Lupe, I love you, bro. If you watched it, you see this, I love you. So we battled. The same day we battled was me and him actually watched the first annual BET Awards when Jay-Z did the H to the Izzo. We watched that together. Like after we battled, we watched that together.
Legendary stories,
so,
man.
So months later, like I said, I was already getting it popping on the Purple City mixtapes with Shice. Shout out to Shice Bub. We was doing a lot of the mixtapes and all that. So I get a call one day. This is when, matter of fact, I get a text. This is when we had the time ports. And I got a text and it was from Lupe. And he was like, yo, you got a home here, 1st and 15. And I called Bryce and I was like, I got a text. He was like, yeah, I was just about to call you. Lewin don't want to sign you the 1st and 15. But there's only one thing. I'm like, he said you gotta move to Chicago. So I was like, where's my ticket? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't really have no obligations to nobody at home. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't signed a Diplomat. I wasn't signed a Purple City at the time. It was just like we was just building up a mixtape.
Finding your way, hustling. So, you a hustler.
Yeah, but Unfortunately, before I moved to Chicago, I had caught a gun charge. So I was flying back and forth from Chicago to New York for my gun case.
The case.
So I flew back to Chicago, and I was in the studio. We was in the studio in the basement. Shout out to Bugs the Beast. He's a Grammy-winning producer. He's a producer for good music now. He was the in-house producer for First and 15 at the time. But we had went to this little Mexican taco spot called Pepe's, and then we had stopped at a gas station to get some Swishers and something to drink. And I bought a magazine with Dr. Dre, Eminem, and 50 on the cover, the XXL.
Yeah.
And I go back to the basement smoking, eat my tacos, and I'm reading the discography of all the albums that was coming out, and they had all the albums that was coming out that year, and they had diplomats, they had a picture, so I'm hyped. I'm like, oh, look at my niggas, yeah. And I'm reading the discography, and they said, and it was like, intro of the album, Un Kasa. That's how I found out.
Yo, in Chicago.
In Chicago, that's how I found out.
You found out that you made the album with Lupe Fiasco in Chicago.
Yep.
By buying a magazine and seeing your credit.
Yeah,
I'm in awe, man, because that's a dope story. Like,
yeah, that's how I found out.
Wow.
So when I came back, when I came back to New York for sentencing, I was supposed to get a year. I was kind of sick about that.
Wait, hold on real quick, right? So you literally find out that your life is about to change.
Yeah.
Actually, not about to, it changed.
Yeah.
And you had to go fight a charge.
Yeah, I had to fight a charge. I come back to New York. I get sentenced to 5 years probation. So I call Lupe. I'm like, yo, they only gonna give me probation. If I do, they'll discharge me in a few years. But I wound up maxing out 5 years. But
blessed. It's a blessing.
Super blessed. And when I called back home to Chicago, my guy Gemini, shout out to Gemini, he was like, yo, everything that you seen is gone. I'm like, yo, what you talking about? He was like, yo, they raided the crib. This one Lupe manager, shout out to Chili, Free Chili. He had got busted on a heroin charge, like 40 something keys of dope was found in the stores, something like that. And they had raided the crib where I lived, and he was like, yo, all your jewelry, your Jacob watch, all your throwbacks, everything gone. And I was like, word.
Yo, I gotta ask you something, man. Like, just hearing your story, right? The resilience and the obstacles always put in front of you. Like, you had your deal. That fell through. Yeah. Shout out to the wonderful family that took you in. Like, yo, you gotta get out of Harlem. You a hustler. You too popular. Yeah. Bad shit could happen. Then you link up with the right people that puts you on the phone to battle someone because he believe in you. The person he put you to battle turns out to be Lupe Fiasco, who, again, fucks with your energy. It's like, yo, you got a home here. You go to Chicago. Well, you catch a gun charge, another obstacle. You go to Chicago, back to New York, back to Chicago. Cool, shit is, it's slow. Go to the gas station, see your name on the album, and they gotta come back to New York and go on probation. Like, all right, it's cool. The obstacle, but I overcame it just to get another fucking phone call.
Allah did it. Allah did it. He did it that way.
I was about to say.
You at no point, you a man of faith. Did you question, like, what the fuck?
I didn't question it at all. Because once I got back to New York, that's when the Purple City and the Diplomat shit went through the roof. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, that door closed, another one opened right up. You know what I'm saying? So it was
that's how that worked.
Faith.
That was like surreal. Like, it didn't even seem real. Cause like you said, I was going through mad obstacles, but in the midst of that, I didn't get discouraged. I was kind of scared because I'd never been to prison. Look, I'm 43 years old now. I've never been to prison.
God bless.
I've been arrested, bullpen therapy, but I've never been to prison. I'm 43 years old. I've never been to prison.
God bless.
I don't know what Rikers Island smell or look like, and I never will. Inshallah.
God bless.
You know
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? So, yeah, that's basically how that happened. And when I got back to New York, that Diplomat shit hit. Yo, when that shit hit, that shit spread like crack in the 80s, bro.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't go nowhere, and niggas knew who I was, and they was just like staying. To this day, I was just in DC last night at a weed event. Niggas went crazy. This guy walked up to me with tears in his eyes, like, yo, you been my favorite rapper since I was 14. I did jail time. I did a whole 10 clip. I came home with all my tapes. I went in jail without like that you can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? So those are the people I do it for. You know,
that's a fact. But did you like at the time, right? You said it was going up. It was crazy. And I'ma take you back, right? So I was in high school and that's us, that Purple City Bird Gang. And I'm like, yo, I need a purple flag ASAP. Not knowing that shit could have got me killed.
Got you in some shit, bro.
Not
knowing that shit could have got me in some shit. Watching the video, Un Kasa on the bike rapping, and I was like, yo, Purple City Bird Gang. But I didn't know that's something that you started yourself. It was already popping.
Nah, this is what happened. Purple City, me and Shice started, our relationship started on some street shit. Money. So like this is pre Diplomat album, like
yeah, that you see what I'm saying? It was before Dipset.
Luch and Shice did a mixtape. Like I was already putting out mixtapes. But Luch and Shice did a mixtape, like a collab mixtape, Purple City, Taliban versus Purple City. Shice had some artists at the time. Luca had me, JR, and Hell Rel.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? We put out a tape. We put out the Taliban versus Purple City. That shit spread like wildfire. Automatically, we hop right on. It's time to do part 2. Before that shit even finished doing what it was doing, we was already in the studio doing part 2. In the midst of doing part 2, Luca Brasi got locked up.
Another obstacle,
right? So I'm sitting there like this, damn. Luca, I'm a big bro, he locked up. But Shice was so fucking hungry for it. He called me, he was like, yo, I spent all this money in the studio and all this. I need, this music shit, help me finish this tape. Be like my little partner, like, come and help me finish this tape. So I helped him finish the tape. And, that's how me and Shice start the bond. You know what I'm saying? And I got kind of close to Shice because Luca was locked up. So me and Shice, I got a bond. And we just started coming up with the ill concepts for the covers, and we just kept putting out mixtapes.
10,000 hours.
You know what I'm saying? We just kept putting out mixtapes. We was going in the studio 3 in the afternoon, leaving 7 the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Every tape. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the Purple City buzz got popping. You know what I'm saying? That's how I became a part of Purple City.
You had said something earlier that kind of caught my attention. You said Harlem's Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Right? Now, we all know how influential Wu-Tang is. It's worldwide, right? So my question to you is, like, did you know in the back of your mind that Dipset, Purple City, Skull Gang, like, everybody that was involved was going to have that much influence?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Or was it just more so of a, like, we just going to do it and see what happens?
Nope, I knew we was going to be them niggas. It wasn't no doubt. We had all the swag. We had all the real street niggas around us. We was really getting money. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was going to work. The music was, it wasn't nothing. It was like those sessions, those beginning sessions to which I heard as the Diplomat Community album, that red and that blue disc, those was beautiful moments. Everything is beautiful when you broke. Everything is beautiful when you broke.
God, that's
more appreciated.
Everything is beautiful when you broke. But when the shit starts is when the money, and then this is when ego, arrogance, and ignorance plays a part. You know what I'm saying? And that's never gonna work. You get what I'm saying? So
the problems don't happen when you broke. It's just passion, love.
It's beautiful. That was beautiful. Beautiful sessions, beautiful vibes, love, genuine love in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? When you broke, when nobody has $1 over lunch money, when everybody's kind of on the same level, but when you start seeing motherfuckers go like this, they attitudes and their egos go like that too.
But ain't they supposed to go with you? You helped them. Like, we did this together.
I'm saying we all grew, but like it was a time where it wasn't enough seats at the table for the diplomat. For like you like to say if it's the Last Supper, it was only space for Jewels, Kim, Zeke, and Jim to eat off. So that's why me and Shice did Purple City. We went and made our own plate. We spent our own money. Cam and them, they ain't put up shit for Purple City. That's all street money from Shice. You know what I'm saying? So,
but damn, that's I would have never knew that, because even down the line in the Purple City Bird Gang video. Oh, by the way, shout out to Purple City Bird Gang. That song has over 1 million plays on Spotify.
Yeah,
way over 1 million. Like, then Diplomatic Sympathy. Like, you doing your numbers on Spotify. But I want to talk about in that video, Jim's in that video.
Yeah.
Like, dancing, singing on the hook. So I'm like,
how the song came about. Now this is another story. I was coming from probation. Shice had bought a lease from one of his childhood friends, Sid Locks. Shout out to Sid Locks. He had a studio. He had a sneaker store in the studio, in an office space. Shice paid him out. Was like, yo, this is our new home. Just like that.
Just like that.
Out of book bag. Gave that nigga 20, 30 bands. Yo, this is my shit now. Now we fixing up the office. Now the office got purple rugs, and purple chairs in there, glass tables. We got the pool table downstairs. We got the pre-production studio now. We cranking up. So I come from probation one day, and I'm feeling myself. I'm like, damn, I got my own studio. I got my own office. I'm a fucking boss. So I'm going to the office, kick my shoes off on the table. You know what I'm saying? Smoking a blunt. And I start hearing the beat, because I'm like, yo, what the fuck Shice and Ag got? Shout out to Aguilar. And I start hearing like the bass line. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm like, oh, they must be downstairs. So I get there, Shice is in the booth.
Now you rapping now.
This is how the Purple City song was created. Shice is in the booth. He's already spitting. Shice, bub, you know, I'm the veteran. And I'm like, yo, that shit is hard. I'm like, yo, who wrote that? He's like, nah, nigga, I wrote this because at that time, I was ghostwriting for Shice.
Yeah.
So when I came, I was like, oh shit. He was like, you getting on? I was like, you fucking right.
Anthem.
Went in, started writing my verse. As I'm writing my verse, Jim pulls up. It's like, yo, that shit is hard. And Jim just came out of nowhere. That's us, that Purple City Bird Gang.
We ride the vibe.
Just
That's
like
the
that.
hook. Boom.
Did his verse. We put it on, I think it was The Matrix Reloaded. That shit blew like wildfire.
Yo, I remember.
That song wasn't even that shit wasn't meant to be what it was. That was gonna be a mixtape full of, nigga, that shit hit the streets.
Anthem.
Man, the streets made it a hit,
I start
bro.
going down to Def Jam every day, because like Dipset is running they kicking doors down. So now this is when they turned the janitor's closet into an office.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You hear nothing but Dipset running through the office all day. So one day I come to Def Jam. You gotta walk through Rockefeller. So I'm saying, what's up? Saying what up to everybody. Shout out to Dame. Shout out to Big Face Gary. Shout out to Shari Bryant. The whole Rockefeller stuff. Emmanuel. Everybody from up there. So I'm walking through, greeting everybody. Then you go through the other door to go to Dipset. But before you get to the Dipset door, the head of promotions at the time was Ant Lava. You know what I'm saying? He got a big ass block party speaker bumping that shit.
Yeah.
I'm walking past. He's like, yo, Kasa, come here. He like, yo, tell Shice if he got the money, yo, this director, he love y'all song. His name is Carl Vernon. He want to shoot Purple City Bird Gang. I said, bet. I'm going to tell Shice. Next thing I know, we was scouting for locations. In the blackout.
Crazy.
Remember the
it was 03. It was 03? Yeah.
03, when we were scouting for locations, the blackout, the lights went out.
Bro, almost got stuck in the elevator during that day, bro.
Obstacle.
Shit crazy.
Right, that would have been crazy.
Yo,
Bro,
Wolf, if
I
you
was going
don't
to
know,
my
we had a
cousin crib.
blackout
Would
in
have been crazy. You would have been in that shit for 24 hours,
New York
bro.
City.
Matter of fact, my block was having a block party the day after.
Bro, I had to
Crazy.
put candles.
I'll never
candles
forget
in the
that, bro.
crib.
Right.
I'll never forget that.
Y'all damn sure did.
Yeah, the night
a
before, I'm going to my cousin crib in Marble Hill. I literally got off the elevator 10 minutes before the lights cut out.
Wow.
Literally. And I stayed, I'm like, yo, bro, I know the block party the next day. Now I got no way of getting there the next day. By the time I got there, shit was like 7 o'clock the next night. I heard niggas play Manhunt, all type of shit.
Let me tell you, that was like the illest experience ever, because my mom's told me about the blackout in the 70s and all that. But
shit, I thought it was the first time. You teaching me.
We was driving through looking for locations, and the traffic lights, everything went out.
Yeah.
We was like, yo, what the fuck? So we listened to the radio. It's like it's a blackout in New York. I just remember staying at Sheikh's house that night, and getting the only place that was really, yo, them Chinese niggas was rocking. The Chinese shout to the Chinaman, the Chinese food, they was rocking. We was tearing that.
With no gas, nothing, no light.
Yo, no light, dog. We going in there. We like, you up in here? It's like, what you want? We like chicken wings, shrimp fried rice, 2 orders.
How they made that shit?
Yo, they had candles cooking the food because they must have
hustle.
Amazing.
Yo, they had to make, they made their money that night. God damn.
I tell you, it was a line for the Chinese restaurant after yo, bro, everybody must have, that was in the Heights that day, must have ate Chinese food from that day, right? So we go to the crib. I'm like, Sheikh's like, yo, go to the store and get some candles. So we go get like 4 or 5 candles. We go in this room, we sit in this room, we smoke. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck we gonna do in a blackout? We can't play no music or nothing. We just started talking about plans for the video. But he said, yo, watch this. Sheikh's had 2 brand, he just bought them that day before. He just bought 2 brand new MacBooks, PowerBooks.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Mac at the time, MacBooks. He bought 2 PowerBooks, and that's how we watched movies until them shits died on both.
Wow.
Yo, how long was the blackout again? Like
that was in 03, bro. That was like, that was
the next
damn near
morning,
2 days.
The next day the lights came on.
The lights came
So
on.
that night we was watching New Jack City Boys, and we was just watching Goodfellas Scar. We had and you know them batteries, they brand new, so them shits lasted.
They said till the battery died. That's fire.
Yo, Un, man, you telling us some legendary stories, bro. You are hip-hop royalty.
So that's how the Purple City song and video came to life. Just like that. Like shit like that happens magically. You just never.
A man of faith.
Word.
That's why he never worried. Like, caught a case, probation, Lupe Fiasco, battle, his label, all that. Never worried, right?
Nope. Just kept working.
Kept working and made it to the red and the blue disc.
I was already comfortable. I was already living in a damn near $1 million house in Englewood, New Jersey. So I wasn't.
Yeah,
you know
very true.
So I was around the baddest females you want to be like. I'm like, no lie, I was pulling up on 145th with Kamora Lee and Misa. Like blowing my niggas' mind. They pulling up in convertibles. Come on, what you doing? You ain't come on. I'm going on shopping sprees with Queen Latifah and Mary J. Blige.
Oh my God.
Shit like that. Going to the mall with
that's the only person I get starstruck over.
Go to the mall with them. I'm in the Hamptons on the beach. They sitting there topless and shit. Like, I'm like, oh fuck, they like, it's just titties. I'm like, those is my big sister. Shout out to Misa. Shout out to Queen Latifah. Shout out to Kamora Lee. Like,
damn, you been through it all.
Yeah.
You've been through it
like,
all.
I always had a personality that people just took to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't talk much. I just, especially when I'm around millionaires or something, I'm a observe and put it in my mental Rolodex of what to do and what not to do, how to conduct yourself and stuff like that. But
you also very wise too, man. Like, and again, you're a man of faith. Like, as of right now,
I had got knowledge of self when I was young. Shout out to my bro Safe Kuso.
See?
I was always into the books and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was self-taught. I dropped out of high school early, like 11th grade, going into 12th grade. I chased my career. I told my mom, I ain't going to school shit. It's not going.
You made it happen.
You know what I'm saying? And it was definitely a roller coaster. But at not one time I ever got discouraged because I knew it was going to happen for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real, bro. That's real. That you believed in yourself. You had your faith, and you had a plan, and you stuck to it.
Nah, definitely.
And you
I was
reached
around the key to that is being around, putting yourself around good people.
good people.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
You gotta be around good people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that was like, I had a lot of influential people in my life, like I was saying, and like it was times I'll be in Loud Records and walking through, and my homegirl trying to introduce me to the rappers, and they already know me. They like, yo, that's the king of Harlem right there. Raekwon, we going in the office, Raekwon in there eating Chinese food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I know him. He from AZ in them block. I said, I've been known shorty. I got a song with and then wound up doing a song with Raekwon the Chef. You know what I'm saying?
It's legendary.
Legendary.
You know what I'm saying? Like him telling me, yo, come to the studio. It's time for us to do a joint.
Raekwon the Chef.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing him, bumping to him. I was leaving a concert with Jewels and I bumped into him and he was like, yo, it's time for us to do that feature. And I went right to Ice Water Studios and we recorded that shit. One take.
One take.
One take, going back to back, no written, nothing. I went in there, he went in there, I went in there, he went in there, I went in there, he went in there. The song is called Frank Lucas.
I gotta go. Yeah, I never heard it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna definitely go check. I wish I heard it to bring to the interview. I'm gonna do my due diligence on that.
Send me your email when I get back to the.
Oh, it's not out. It's for you. Oh, that's private.
It's on mix. It's on mixtapes, but it kind of fell on deaf ears because it was. I did it. I put the tape out on .piff. Like guys, real Un Kasa fans heard the song, so it's out there. You can find it, but if you ain't got it, I'll send it to you.
Nah, most def.
Yeah, send that.
Most def, man. But what's Un Kasa doing now? I know the clothing line, but I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Un Kasa is being a father. Un Kasa is being a son. Un Kasa is being a mentor. Un Kasa is being a righteous Muslim. So many fashion designer, actor.
Wears multiple hats.
Facts.
I just don't stop working. We entrepreneur, designer entrepreneur, hood activist, do all types of things. You know?
Yo, you see, you know what caught me? You started with father, right? Which means obviously the most important thing in your life is your daughter.
My world.
And then you mentioned a list of other things. You know what you didn't say? Hip hop.
Hip hop is always gonna be my love, but I got jaded on it. The business is fucked up. It's very demonic. It's very wicked. It's very dark energy. Like I was in the club last night and I just wanted to go because I'm just not me standing on couches no more. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That part of the culture I'm not with no more. Standing in dark places around intoxicated people you don't know, standing on type of couches. I'm not saying I'm a fuddy-duddy or Danny Downer, but that's just not the I just don't enjoy that part anymore. I'd rather chill in the crib with my daughter and watch Monkey Bull. You know what I'm saying?
So what got you into fashion?
I always been a fly nigga.
That's all I had to hear. You know
always been a fly nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My mom's grew up. My mom's and my grandmother to blame for that. My mom's, shout out Mama Gail, Gigi. My mom's my idol. That's my idol. My mom, she a hustler. She's fly. My mom's getting ready right now to go to a black tie fair. You should see her. She talking about, what coat you think I should on? It's colder than mine. It's not cold enough for that mink, and I better not see you in no peak with no mink. That's how she do it.
The mink.
But my mom's in the 80s, my mom's was wearing the MCM, the Fila, the Gucci, the taking me to AJ Lester when I was little, Dapper Dan. Like, it's always been like, fashion has always been a big part of my life. Like, I remember being 6, 7 years old, Timberlands, stuff like that. Woolwich coats, you know what I'm saying? Sheepskin coats, always, you know what I'm saying? So my mom's, for probably my first 6-7 years of my life, my mom's was a hustler. She was a drug dealer. My pops was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? So
Grew up in a family of hustlers.
a family of hustlers. Like I used to wake up and Hector Camacho be in my crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you gotta write a book, man.
Yeah, I do. Hector Camacho, Stephanie Mills, Gene Anthony Ray that played Leroy, that's my godfather.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I played Leroy on Fame. Like, I come from a different type of family, like I'm telling you.
It's like it's kind of like you were born to be a superstar, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I could have been a big ass kingpin, but I had too much talent. Like, I'm into documentaries. I'm into anything musical. I watch The Sound of Music. My niggas come out here, you watching The Sound of Music? Now I'm out of here. I've always been like that.
I'm out of here.
I can't tell you no starting final, no team. I only watch the championship games and the top fights. I don't know. Like I watched the Final Four, the Sweet 16 with my niggas just because they into sports and they bet. I'm not a sports fan. I know Michael Jordan. I know LeBron James. I know Kobe. Niggas like that.
Yeah.
You know, Oakley, I'm old school like that, but I'm not a sports dude. I'm not going to sit there and watch a bunch of games all day on NBA Pass. I'm going to watch Discovery Channel. I'm going to watch a documentary channel. I'm gonna go
shit you can learn from.
Word.
Yeah.
I love like shit like Unsung and shit like that and behind the music. I always love stuff like that. That's where I think I want to go as far as doing my books and literature. I want to do reenactments of how the Diplomat Immunity album, how I did the intro, how the Purple City. I want to do little things like that.
How's your relationship with the rest of the diplomats?
I don't have any beef with nobody, but I really don't see anyone. Me and Jewels probably ain't speaking like almost 3 years. Every time me and Cam see each other, it's always love. When I see Jim, it be love. JR, always love. LRL's always love. It's just like everybody's distant. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no love lost, but everybody's distant for pretty much.
And the reason I asked that is because you said something wise, but you so intellectually strong that you ain't even notice it. You were like, yo, when we made that album, before the money came, it was like perfect. It was beautiful, was the term you used, right?
Everything's beautiful when you broke.
It's beautiful when you broke, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point in that journey did you start to feel shit changing? Like here you are on the intro.
When it was my turn. When it was my turn.
When it was your turn.
Oh man, I can't wait to get to this unpacking segment, bro.
When it was your turn, like, bro, you kicked off the group album. You kicked it off.
Yeah.
It's a classic. Just celebrated 20 years.
It was like, even with that, it was like, a nigga couldn't even really celebrate that. Like, I got the love from the fans, but in-house, that shit was like turmoil because, shout out to J.R. Ryder. J.R. felt some type of way because he wasn't on the album. And he had made a track dissing me.
What?
J.R. was nice, bro. Like,
right?
Wasn't his turn.
Right.
Wasn't your turn,
he didn't
bro?
Make the first album, and he wound up doing, he did like a song, and he kind of took a shot at me, right? And I addressed it, and Cam made us battle. Cam made us Cam ain't make us lyrically battle. He was like, yo, they was just about to go on tour for the Diplomat. They was about to do the Hammerstein Ballroom show. And Cam rented a big ass, it was like a big ass gymnasium with a stage on it. And Cam rented it out. And he made me perform and he made JR perform. But the difference when I performed in front of the whole crew, I was performing like I was performing on Summer Jam. I'm hopping on speakers, I'm hopping off the stage, I'm doing all that stuff.
Stage presence.
Stage presence. And JR, he was just on his calm shit. And Cam was like, yo, who gonna vote for JR? One person put their hand up. Who you gonna work for? And everybody put their hand up. So Cam was like, you can't be doing that sucker shit. We a family. Like, nigga, it wasn't your turn. I put him on the album. If you gonna diss somebody or say something to somebody, say something to me.
This me.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute the camera for that.
And then, you know, within the after that, me and JR got cool. With like, I think within the pandemic, me and JR had a real conversation, and he told me how that he always looked up to me. I always like was inspired him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, back then, yo, bro, it might have looked it this way, but yo, I looked up like, yo, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, you was a lot of motivation and shit. He said that's why when I went up to Hot 97 that day when we did that freestyle, I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I said, it was bittersweet. Like I said, it was beautiful when you broke, but I started to feel the shift change when it was my turn.
And it was your turn. But you had the light. Everyone fucked with you, the fans.
Like, you ask niggas early 90s, late 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, I was king. Niggas couldn't fuck with me. Niggas still can't fuck with me. Niggas, nobody can
Talk
fuck
heavy.
with me. And I ain't bragging. Niggas can't fuck with me lyrically. Niggas know nobody. I'm what you get. I'm nigga. I'm the nigga. I'm different. I'm unbelievable. Like I came out of
with
Biggie
confidence,
nuts,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
No homo. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm unbelievable. Like I came out of Biggie's nuts himself. I am the next. I've always been that, and I've always been confident because I know niggas can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, nobody. I'm supposed to think like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And this ain't saying y'all whack. I'm just telling y'all can't fuck with me.
Nah, real talk. You gotta move like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta move like that, man. Damn,
just
but it does suck though as a fan. You feel me? To hear that, like, shit started changing when it was your turn. Because who knows? I know you don't think what could have been, but who knows?
Me and Chef got our deal. Niggas didn't congratulate it. Jim will tell you he's a hater. He'll tell you I got hate on my. I hate on my. I like Jim had a little.
How's your relationship, you and Jim?
When we speak. But back then, like the Jim that everybody tell me about now, I wish I had got that Jim. You know what I'm saying? How he treat the artists and all that.
Damn, yo.
I wish I would have got that Jim, because everybody now be telling me how, and I'll be like, damn, Jim. I love Jim. Those my bros, but it wasn't even tough love. I just didn't feel like he had no love for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad feeling.
That's a bad feeling.
I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jim. I love Jim to death, but I didn't feel that support from him. I didn't feel that love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he used to tell, one time I remember he telling me, yo, you nice just like from a nigga that rhyme on the block. Like Jewels is really nice. Like he used to tell me shit like that.
That's crazy.
So with that being said, when he told me that one day, I was like, all right, now I'm gonna make sure none of y'all can fuck with me.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jim got
that's hatred, bro.
Jim got way more albums than me, but can he fuck with me lyrically? No. He know that.
Even now.
The work now, hell, I rap circles around anybody.
That's right.
And that's just me being competitive. I know that. Put me in the studio with anybody, I'm crushing you. Period. That's why I'm coming in. Don't book me. Don't call me to come to the studio. No feature. I'm cooking you.
Yes, sir. As you should.
So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no love laws. This is just honesty. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel the love from Jim like that. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to Jim. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that you said you wish you had this version of Jim.
I wish I had this version of Jim. This, you know, giving artists input and, you know, just showing them love. I just wanted the love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want nothing
We would have never known, because in the Purple City video, it
looked like,
center.
Bro, it's a difference between having a collection of people and having a team, bro. A lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, but a lot of like groups or teams, they always fall out because everybody wants to be the star player. Nobody wants to pass the ball. Nobody wants to set the screen. Nobody wants to send somebody on the back door to, you know, dish it off. Everybody wants to score the basketball. And that's where people fuck up. Nobody understands their roles at the time, and then when it's somebody else's turn, like he brought up, it's like, nah, I still want my spotlight.
It's like you feel like there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. There's 5 seconds on it. There's 5 seconds left in the shot clock, championship game. Niggas know that if anybody gonna make this shot, pass it to Kasa. Remember on the episode of in Fresh Prince when they was like,
pass it to Will.
Pass it to Will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, niggas know I got the shot. I'm doing this shit for the team. And you throw up the shot, and you throw up the shot and it's going, and you see it's about to be all net, and your own teammate just swat that shit out the way because he ain't take the shot.
That's sick. You rather sink the ship than let me drive.
That's how I was feeling.
That's crazy.
That's how I was feeling on Purple City. That's how I was feeling around the set. Cause I'm like, these is the niggas I wanna be around.
I ride for. I'm down. I'm day one. I'm on the album, the first track.
But they don't have the same respect and love for me. And that puts you in a bad position because it's like, why do I want to work with y'all anymore? Why am I sitting here going all out for people that
you rep Dipset hard?
Yeah, and that shit is crazy.
I still rep it to the fullest, and it's just like niggas can't
like you Dipset. You can't rewrite history, bro. You Dipset. Like
niggas are shit on me, but it's a lot of shit I can tell you that I'm responsible for. Like I'm responsible for putting the Diplomats back together for the last reunion. They wasn't fucking with each other.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you. That Verzuz, I ain't gonna lie, Dipset lost.
Yeah.
But they lost because they didn't have that camaraderie.
When ego, ignorance, and arrogance get in the way, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're supposed to have been the set. How you think JR, Hell Rel, and 40 Cal felt in the crowd, watching that in the crowd at Verzuz? How you think they felt?
They was in the crowd, bro.
Damn.
Real shit.
Not even out on the asphalt with them. They in the crowd.
In the crowd.
We put bricks on that fucking building too.
Of course.
We the set. Y'all Diplomats. We the set.
Mm.
It's a difference between Dipset and Diplomat. Y'all Diplomats. Jewels, Cam, Jim, and Zeke. That's Diplomats. We're Dipset. 40 Cal, JR Ryder, Un Kasa, SAS, J Bezel, Jaja, Stack Bundles,
Rest
Max
in peace.
B's. All of us is a collective. It's a
Dipset.
lot. Dipset.
That's why that Verzuz was the Locks versus Diplomats.
And you saw the Locks look like they was a well-oiled machine, bro.
And it's just like,
damn,
that
bro.
was like a disappointing night. That shit right there was hard.
Dipset was supposed to win. Everybody thought Dipset was gonna win.
He just said they Dipset. You know what I mean?
You
like,
know what I mean? Yeah. But
like,
it's
it was like, I remember with the last reunion album, they wasn't even fucking with each other. And Funk Flex was on the radio. Shout out to Funk Flex. This one Flex was on his rant. Yo, I got a brand new Diplomat song. Yo, we gonna do a Diplomat tour. So I called Cam. And Cam was like, I don't know what the fuck. I spoke to him, but I don't know what the fuck this shit is going on.
Yeah.
So Cam was like, yo, where you at? I'm like, I'm in Harlem. He was like, yo, meet me in front of the Rucker. He had just brought a brand new truck, pick me up. He's like, I ain't fucking with niggas right now. I don't even know. I spoke to Flex. I don't know. We've been sending records back and forth all day. I'm calling Jewels. I'm calling Jim. I'm calling Jewels. Jewels ain't really feeling the records. Cam sending back. Cam not really sending the records. So this shit go back and forth for about 2 days. I'm at Cam's crib. Cam told me something. That's why I love Cam to death. Shout out to Killer, King Jaffe Joe. He was like, yo, reason why I love you, cause you be down, you fuck with the set when there ain't nothing popping, when there ain't nothing going on, you be repping this shit. I love you for that. He was like, when ain't nothing going on with this set, you repping this shit. He's like, yo, and I thank you for trying. Cause he had gave up at that moment. They was like, the next day they had to be on Funk Flex. They ain't have no record. I love them niggas. Them my fucking brothers. I love them niggas. And when they watch this, I'm gonna let y'all niggas know. Yeah, a lot of times y'all niggas, y'all could have been more supportive to me, but I love y'all niggas. That's why I do what I do for the set. So when they was going back and forth, bickering for about 2 days, and Cam already gave up on it, and they hours away from doing the Funk Flex interview, I walked down to where Cam got all his movie room in his crib in Jersey, and I called my man. It was about 4:30 in the morning. I called my bro. Shout out to Vinny Idol, D-Block producer. Called Vinny Idol. I said, yo, you want to make history? He was like, what I got to do, twin? I was like, yo, send me some heat. Matter of fact, them joints that was for Vanilla Sky 2, send them joints. I'm going to get them my beats. That joint you got the hook on, send that. And I had that shit sent to Cam email. I was like, yo, I'm not giving up. I want to see this shit happen tomorrow.
Man, no.
Right? Right? So Vinny sends the beats about 4:44 in the morning. Cam listened to him. He like, yo, these is hot. But one beat that Cam, he just like, yo, he jumped, as soon as he heard like probably 10 bars of the beat, he jumped right in the booth. It was the Edo G and the Bulldogs, I Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
Sampling the bitch where I gotta have my money. Cam did that shit in 5 minutes, literally. Did it.
Shout out to Killer.
Rough mix. Yo, send that shit to Jim. Call Jim. What up, Capo? Sent it to Jim. Yo, that shit fire. I'm on my way. And I got my freestyle for Flex. He came over there and did it. Jewels came and did his verse probably like 45 minutes.
Kasa was the glue.
I was just about to say that, bro. He was the glue that stuck, kept everything together, bro.
Jewels came and did his verse probably 45 minutes before they had to leave. So I was sitting there another whole day before Jewels came and did his verse. If they had to be there at 7, he did his verse at 6:30. After that, after I finally get all the diplomats on one record, Jewels, it's a couch just like this in Cam's house. It's kind of like the same sofa, but a little smaller, like a love seat.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, Jewels sat right between Cam and Jim, like this, talking. I guess they was happy it was done. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look at this shit. And I took a picture, boom, and I put it to the Instagram. That shit went viral. So that picture you see with Jewels, Cam, and
you responsible for that? Hey, yo.
That picture of Jewels sitting in the middle, like he
was like all scrunched up and shit. Wow.
That's from your phone.
That's from my phone. I took that, but that shit is still in my MacBook. I took that pic.
Again, we'll never know if he ain't tell the story, bro.
I waited for Flex call the house like, yo, y'all got me nervous. Yo, what the Un Kasa nigga? Yo, you got this. I got the record that's being mixed out. We're gonna be there. And you see what happened. I did that. Not Hell Rel, not JR, not 40 Cal, nobody from this set. Because nobody wasn't even fucking with this set at the time. Everybody was doing their own thing. I made sure that shit got done for the fans. Because I'm a fan also. I'm not only a member of the fam, I'm a fucking fan.
That's crazy, man. I'm going to be honest. You, like, at some point, me personally, I'd have been like, man, yo, it ain't beef, but fuck that. I want my credit, man.
And it was like, sometimes, like, me just knowing, like, remember in G and Joe, knowing is half the battle? That was me. I was like, cool. Like, it just shows you, like, the last Diplomatic Ties album, who's the only Dipset member on the album? Me. You don't hear 40. You don't hear JR.
So you think you get not paid back in a literal sense, but the payback is they always include you when it's time?
The only reason I was on the album, because I'm the only one that wanted to do it and not get a check. I ain't get paid for that. I never got paid for Diplomat music. I never made a check with Dipset.
What?
Never made.
Not even the
No, I never got a publishing check for the Diplomat Community album. Never.
That's crazy.
Outside what I've sold mixtapes on my own independently, I've never made music off of them. So all this Spotify shit that y'all be saying, I don't get paid off that.
You got 1 million views off Purple City. You don't get paid off that?
I never got paid off for rap music.
That's
I've never made
crazy.
You can't find a check stub that say coming from Diplomat nowhere. I've never was signed to Diplomat. I was signed to Purple City. I was signed to Shice.
You said all that was street
money.
money.
Dipset more than people signed.
I got money with Shice. My first rap check, my first independent rap check came through Shice. We signed our Purple City deal 2003 Christmas Eve.
The year of the blackout.
Yeah.
The year of the blackout, yeah.
But you still hear the love for Dipset and his voice, bro.
I love them niggas. I don't
Nigga
have to
say he ain't
I
get a
don't have to
dime.
be around y'all to love y'all. I can love y'all niggas from a distance.
At the same time, you put in work, and when people work, you get paid.
Man, tell that to the slaves. Tell that to our ancestors that built the railroads and all that shit. They ain't get paid, but them shits is here. Amtrak still running on them same tracks that was here from 100 years ago.
Drop the mic.
See, I'm gonna get my blessings from Allah. When it's time for me to go through them gates, I'm gonna get my blessings there. I ain't worried about no accolades and nothing material on this earth. All this shit is just flesh and blood. This shit goes in the ground or get cremated. My spirit's gonna still roam this shit, and I'm gonna be a legend forever. I'm gonna never die. I'm never gonna die. Physically, yes. All of us got a due date, but I'm gonna be on YouTube. These albums is gonna play forever. I'm gonna be here forever. I did my part. I didn't get wealthy from rap music, no. Do I look like I'm fucked up? I'm still running around like that.
Say, do look like I'm fucked up? This shit, man, he's
blessed
and highly favored, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing that. It's just like because people don't see you on the scene, they think you fucked up. I'm still 18 karat gold Casio watch. This is an antique. You can't even find this nowhere. You know what I'm saying? My UK piece, that's about 27,000. This gift from Luca, that's about another 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you ain't get what you deserve though, bro.
Man, you only get some. I don't even say that. I don't blame nobody for my
Bro, you put Dipset back together.
My short keepings.
You were the first track on Diplomatic Immunity. They just celebrated 20 years.
And then not one person from Dipset retweeted or repost or even dropped a comment when I posted it. And I added everybody. So what that tells you there. See the truth, like don't be mad. Don't be mad at the truth. Nobody can be mad at the truth. Did you hear me come up here and slander anybody?
Nope.
All I did is show love
and tell the truth.
As clean as I can possibly end. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all my point. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's how things go.
Damn, even when you move righteous in business, you get the short end of the stick.
The righteous never win.
Righteous never win.
And you only get what you and you only get what you negotiate.
There you go. That was what you was looking for.
Yo, you could go ahead with
you only get what you. I heard that many times, and I always wonder like what you mean. Like, don't you get what you deserve? But closed mouths don't get fed, bro.
Bro, it's listening to Un Kasa today. Like, I appreciate it. Now my third eye is open, bro. But again, I'm Haitian, so I was brought up with the ideology that when people treat you good, you're supposed to treat them better.
The real love is never reciprocated. If you don't ever look for reciprocation for the love you show, because you will never get it. You'll never get that love.
Yes, sir.
Don't expect it.
I don't fault nobody. It's all good. Just know I love y'all. Jim Jones, Joel, Z, Kim, everybody that got that bird tatted on their arm. I'm going in the ground with this shit. This shit don't wipe off. Skull Gang shit right here don't wipe off. Taliban Purple City tats I got on my body, that shit don't wipe off. That shit is gone with me. My daughter asks me about that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but
yes, sir.
I'm not bitter. I'm good. Don't I look good? I'm 40.
I'm about to look good. You feel good. Smell good.
44 years
your
old.
heart's strong, King.
Super strong. Ain't nothing gonna stop this but Allah.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody gonna stop this.
Allah ain't gonna stop it neither. He's gonna continue blessing you in ways that you probably won't comprehend until it's happening.
Super, because my heart is pure. And I don't have no malice. I'm not mad at nobody. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes, sir.
Just know that's why I had left the industry. It was fucking me up mentally. Cause I was like, I'm doing good. I'm being a real nigga. I'm being loyal. You ain't never see me with no other crew. I could have been with mad niggas.
Yes,
mad
sir.
Niggas offering me shit.
I'm sure.
I could have Raekwon. I could have been a part of BMF. I don't really have meetings with Big Meech. Go to my Instagram. You see me on stage next to Big Meech, L Blue, J-Bo. I've really been in that mansion. I really know what a BMF Sunday at Crowbar looked like. Nigga, I was there. And I ain't meet him do Dipset neither. Probably the first time, like, me meeting Meech wasn't through Dipset. Us beefing with them was through Dipset when we had the shit in Miami. But other than that, I've met everybody on Cam used to take me to Sony to try to get me a deal. I walk up to Butt Neck and Tim Dog, and I'm like, yo, we know Kasa. That nigga done turned down a deal from us. Cause I knew what I was worth.
Righteous,
you know what I'm saying?
Blessed.
You know what I'm saying? I've
Yes,
been doing
sir.
this shit. I've been doing this shit forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I still got the love for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my main focus anymore. But if anybody that think that I'm slacking on my pen, come test me.
Oh, yo, Troy, I think it's the perfect time now, man. Un Kasa been teaching.
First and foremost, I want to thank you for sharing those stories.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying? Blessing us with your presence and all that. What we do now at this time is we unpack. Okay. Now, I have a bunch of words in this bag, and what I want you to do is to take a word out, and whatever word you see, just speak on it. You know what I'm saying? If it triggers any emotions, any past traumas, just let this shit out. And then when you're done, you come with a word and then pick another one. All right. You ready? Oh man, here you go. Oh, yes. I mean, if you want to take them all and do it one by one, that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying?
Egos.
Yeah.
Egos fucks up everything. I never had an ego.
Yeah, we know now.
I never had an ego. I got confidence. Don't get confused. My confidence of me knowing I'm the shit is what ego. Because when I'm in a room full of kings, I be the quietest one. I know how to be number 2. I know how to be number 100. As long as I'm on the team. Nigga, put me on the bench the whole championship game. I'm still gonna get a ring. I don't care. Don't give me no don't give me no game time. But I'm still gonna hold a trophy and drink champagne and go to the ticker tape parade with y'all.
Not a lot of Un Kasas out here.
Robert Ory got 7 rings. He was never the star player.
Egos, this was one of the worst things that ever could have happened to Dipset. Egos.
It's real shit, bro.
It's real shit. Egos.
Yeah.
It's a great word, Choice.
Home. Home's lovely.
Yeah.
Home's lovely. I'm working hard on getting my mom's a new home before she leave this planet. You know what I'm saying? Home, my daughter, home, relax, get my mind right, you know. That's what I'm doing it for, home. That's it. That's where I spend most of my time, home. I don't need to stand on none of y'all couches. I don't need to go buy an $800 bottle of liquor that really costs $75 in the liquor store. I'm good.
Shit, it's funny because Chicago was almost your home. You know what I'm saying? So my question is...
My first night in Chicago, I almost died.
Oh,
jeez. It was crazy. Let me tell y'all about that.
Yeah, speak on that, please.
First night in Chicago, my guys, they showing me all the landmarks. They showing me everything. So they like, yo, we're going to go out. We're going to show you how our ladies look and all that. So we pull up to a club. In a brand new truck sitting on 22s. We chilling. Everybody got a chain on their neck, watch on their face. We looking good. I pull up to the club and I just felt a evil spirit. It looked like the club was all white, but when I looked at it, it looked as red as that background light right there. That's how that's the glow that was on the club. And I'm like, I'm not going in there. And they like, yo, Joe, you know, like Joe is like we saying B in Harlem, like, yo, come on, B, you bugging B.
Yeah.
But they say Joe. So they be like, yo, Joe, you know you with Joe? We running something, nigga, you know who you with, Joe? I was like, I'm gonna keep it real. When I don't feel the vibe in my own city, I'm not going. Don't take this personal. What you wanna do, Joe? This is where it's at. This the nightlife. We can go back to the studio in the basement and go right rounds.
Yes, sir.
And chill. We can go talk.
Gotta trust that energy.
Nah, you gotta trust that gut. Only one time I ain't trust this gut and it fucked me over. But now I don't give a fuck. If it's a little gut feeling, I'm going with my gut. But so we leave, we go to the crib, we chill, listen to beats until I fall asleep, go to my room upstairs. About 7:45, 8 in the morning. My man Bug banging on the door. Shout out to Bug the Beast. He like, yo, Joe, wake up, Joe. Yo, Kasa, man, wake up, Kasa. Come downstairs real quick. So I'm like, I go downstairs, and he turn on the news. He like, look. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, shit, that's the club from last night. What happened? 25 people died in that shit, Club E2s. What nigga would have told my mama? First night out there.
Crazy.
First night. Gotta trust
was
that
getting
instinct,
pulled.
bro.
You can Google, y'all go home, Google it. E2 nightclub, Chicago. Tragedy at E2. One way in, one way out.
Shout out to the niggas that listen to you and say, yo, I'm out.
Yeah, cause I would have sat in that truck and smoked my weed. Yeah, I could go, I'll wait. But that night, my gut feeling. You know
so what does Harlem mean to you?
Renaissance. The Mecca where everything with some swag was born. Anything that got swag came from Harlem.
Trendsetters.
Super fucking fact.
Everybody I meet from Harlem got so much love for the borough. It's crazy.
It's not even a borough. That's the crazy part.
That's a small section within a borough.
Yeah, but we treat it like a borough.
Yeah, true that.
Real shit.
True that.
Okay, go to the next one.
Yeah.
I'm glad he picked home because you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad he picked egos.
Know your role. I definitely know my role. Knowing your role is the best thing to do. Real gangster niggas respect me because I never try to play a gangster. I'm not no pussy, not no punk, but I ain't never want to be a gangster. Gangsters don't live long. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters don't live long. I did gangster shit, but I know how to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? That's always been.
You comfortable looking in the mirror?
I'm comfortable look in the mirror. Yo, all my life people try to change me. Niggas told me, yo, you ain't gonna get no record. You gotta get contacts. I went through 4 or 5 record deals. You ain't gonna get no bitches. I fucked your bitch in these glasses. How about that?
Yo, that's tough.
I'm just keeping it
Kasa,
honest.
yo.
And a lot of people don't know. Un Kasa is an acronym for United Niggas Kill All Stereotypes America. A lot of people don't know that. Everybody be like, one house, unhouse. No, I spell it with a K. It stands for United Niggas Kill All Stereotypes America. Any stereotype they put upon me in America, I'm killing that shit. And I did.
And you did. And you did.
You might as well do the last 2.
We're
gonna keep this shit going. Word.
Damn.
That was real shit.
That was real.
Clock management.
Yeah. Basically, because you said you're a father, entrepreneur, you do fashion, you're a weed entrepreneur. How do you manage all of that time, bro? Like, enlighten me, please.
Let me tell you how to balance. Whatever you want, you gonna go hard for.
Yes, sir.
And you gonna make time for.
Absolutely.
So you gotta know, like, to feed that baby girl that you got, you gotta put the fucking work in. She don't eat if you don't work. She can't fend for herself right now.
That's a fact.
So you get whatever you feel like grind. This is how you supposed to live. God, family, grind. God comes before everything.
God, family,
grind.
God, family, grind. You know what I'm saying? GFG. God, family, grind.
Okay.
You got God, he's gonna make sure you be able to take care of the family from the grind. Without God, it's nothing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying, like, even the devil's a God to a certain effect. That's some people's God. That's some people worship that. I've always was in tune with the Most High. I'm a very spiritual person.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just like, whatever you have time for, whatever you trying to achieve, you can manage it. It's never we are the child of God. It's never no obstacle too heavy for us. We black. We indigenous people. Excuse me. We the indigenous people. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We the first body that was found on the planet Earth. We the makers, the cream of the planet Earth. We. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing too heavy for me to manage. It's called multitasking.
Never nothing too heavy for me to manage.
It's multitasking.
Man, thank you, man. I definitely appreciate that.
Professionalism.
Yes, speak on that.
Last
how important is that?
It's
professionalism.
Professionalism is very important. That's what Dipset was lacking that night. Professionalism. You gotta do, this is your profession. And with professionalism, you gotta be, even if you don't wanna do it. This is what I was taught. My manager, Rosalind Brogdon, my first manager, she's no longer my manager now, but she's like I call her my second mom. And she always told me, yo, in this business, you gonna have to do some shit you don't wanna do when you need to do it. She was like, yo, you gonna have to, it'll be a time, she gave it to me raw. She said, man, it might be a time your mother die. You can't let that fuck your meeting up. You can't let that fuck, you gotta be strong. It's gonna be a time for you to go break down and mourn for your mother, but it's business.
It's business.
Well, you gonna handle that. That's something you gotta handle. But your business, be on top of that. Cause that's what make you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I apologize for being moments late. You know what I'm saying? It's about being professional because I told you I was gonna be on time.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good, brother, man.
You know, but that's just
righteous energy.
And you know what I wish was in one of these joints. Well, so we don't went through these words. I'm gonna give a word that everybody need to start practicing. It's accountability. Niggas don't like to take accountability for shit. Niggas be dead wrong. Take accountability of your faults, motherfuckers. Excuse me.
He gave us a word, see?
Accountability.
Oh, that was the last one. Yeah, let me crumble this up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability.
Niggas hate accountability.
Niggas don't never want to take the fault. Niggas always want to cheer and when it's time to win, but when it's some fuck 'em, niggas don't nobody want to claim to that shit. I love to claim to my faults because I know that's gonna make me better. My bad, bro. I fucked up. I'm gonna get it right next time.
I'm gonna get it right next time.
And if I can't do it, I'm gonna tell you I can't do it. I'm not gonna story. I can't do that, bro. Honesty and accountability.
You know what? People is afraid.
Man of honor, right here.
People is afraid to lose, but I don't never lose. I learn. You learn from your mistakes. It's never a loss.
That L is a lesson.
That L is a lesson.
And when you win, you don't always win. When you win, you don't always win.
When you win, you don't always
That
win.
shit is cliche.
It's cliche, but it's real.
Now all money's good money, brother.
Now all money, good money. I've heard that before.
Now all money is good money. A win is not always a win. Un Kasa dropped the mic with that, man.
Fact.
All right. On that note, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the E1T1 podcast. Round of applause for Un Kasa.
I appreciate y'all.
Round of applause,
I
King.
really appreciate y'all because I'm a fan and I just was like, I can't wait till I go up there so people can really get in tune with who I am now.
Yeah, man.
I'm not the same Un Kasa I was in 03. I'm a 43-year-old father, a son, a professionalist. You know what I'm saying? Even the juicy shit niggas I put it in a perspective where everybody can respect it.
With love.
I don't wanna rub nobody the wrong way, but the truth is the truth, right? The truth is the truth. Wrong, and that's what I stand on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And you did it with class. You did it with love.
Definitely.
Yes.
You guys, that's what being, you from Harlem. You know what, that's what being a Harlem is. Harlem is being a fly, classy motherfucker.
Renaissance.
See how my posture, you see how I sit?
Yes, sir.
See how my clothes fit me?
Yes, sir.
You gotta care about yourself. It start with self. You can't take care, if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of your daughter.
Right.
You come first before your daughter because she needs you. So before she get right, you gotta get right.
Right.
If you not right, she not right, right? So that's you come
right.
first. Matter of fact, God comes first, and you come first, and the family, and then the grind. In that order right there, man.
Damn.
You know, peace out. Love y'all. Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims. Get through this Ramadan peacefully and blessed, man. Make your prayers as fast, as much as you can, and get financial literacy. That's what I want to talk about. Make sure you know what's going on with your finances, and always don't be afraid to start over, and create multi revenues of financial, financial revenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Mad streams of money. Like I don't only do it like people be like, I got a printing company where I'm actually doing the printing myself.
For his
You know what I'm
own
saying?
merch. I need to get up with Un Kasa, man.
And just for y'all bring E1T1 and Cranberry and Vodka, which is my clothing brand. We are gonna do a ill collab.
Yes, sir.
Capsule collab, and I'm telling you the world that now. So let's get ready for some ill ass merch designed and printed by yours truly. Thank y'all, E1T1. This was a blessing. Thank y'all.
Thank you, my brother.
Anytime, yes.
Much love. Before you go, tell the people where they can find you too.
Oh, y'all can find me at the real UnKasa on Instagram. That's only really social media I do. You can find me on my YouTube. Tune in to my 33 episode season of UnKasa True Hip Hop Stories, where you
got them stories.
Oh,
he got them stories.
I should have asked about that.
I just plugged it for you. So we had a great intellectual conversation.
We did, brother.
So we ain't really miss out on none. These is topics we need to talk about.
Yes, sir.
When I'm just like and for all the youth out there, make sure y'all on top of your business, man. And stop going to your meetings high and drunk and all that. When you go to your meetings, there's enough time to do that. Be professional. Don't be a because I'm telling you, people love to see you intoxicated and off your dean because they can slip that bullshit on you. Don't let nobody slip that bullshit on you, man.
Yes,
be
sir.
Smart. Be on top of and it's libraries. It's libraries all over the world. Go pick up a book, man. Sometimes put the phone down and turn the TV off. Get some literature. Read up, man. Teach yourself, man.
Each one teach one.
Like I said, thank y'all. I'm very blessed.
Thank you, man. On that note, you know where to follow us. Each the #1 Teach, the #1 podcast on Instagram,
to my
on
Haitians,
YouTube, to the Zoe Sakpase. You heard the man. My brother. Choice. Go ahead, King.
You can find me at WellMadeChoice on social media, WellMadeChoice on YouTube, WellMadeChoice on Spotify. Man, I got mad shit coming up. Get at me.
Yes, sir. Round of applause. Yo, Un Kasa, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, King. Thank you, Wolf, the legend.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, this your best joint, bro, for real.
Yeah,
That's the best joint, bro. Honor, privilege.